Hello, my name is Tiffany Hoff, and I'm a licensed mental health practitioner here in Kearney. I'm also the Associate Director at UNK, and I'm here today with just another quick video about how to cope during this time of COVID. And our topic for today is on forgiveness, which, if you are now at home more often due to the coronavirus restrictions, and you are living with more people at home, maybe kids aren't going to school or spouses aren't going to their jobs or you're not going to your job, it's pretty normal for people to get irritable with each other and for tensions to increase, maybe conflict increases just because we're spending more time together. Or maybe you're completely alone at home and there might be times where friends haven't been getting a hold of you or staying in touch, and you're just struggling with some conflict in that area. Forgiveness doesn't come easy, and that's why it's a coping skill we have to work on. I'd like to share the screen with you now and take a look at a wonderful resource that we're going to use today. It's called the Greater Good Science Center, and you can probably see it up there in the left-hand corner. They're out of Berkeley, and they've created all kinds of wonderful activities and skills to help us during stressful times. And today we're going to go over the one that looks at forgiveness. So I'm just going to go through the steps with you. I would encourage you to pause this video at any moment and think about or possibly even write down your thoughts based on each step. You'll notice at the very top here it says each person will forgive at his or her own pace, and we suggest that you move through the steps below based on what works for you. So here's how we do it. 9 steps. Number 1. So thinking about maybe a person in your life that you need to forgive or that you would like to try to forgive, know exactly how you feel about what happened and being able to articulate what about that situation is not okay. Maybe you're just going to think about that before you tell it to the person. Maybe you're going to actually tell a few trusted people about that experience ahead of time. Number 2, this might seem pretty simple, but it's very important that you make a commitment to yourself to feel better. So forgiveness isn't just about the other person that you're forgiving. You're also doing it for yourself to maybe decrease resentment, to improve the relationship between you and that person. There's my dog, excuse me. Maybe it's because you need to just find some own peace. So make that commitment to yourself to feel better. Forgiveness does not necessarily mean reconciliation with the person who upset you or condoning their actions. In forgiveness, you're seeking peace and understanding that come from blaming people less after maybe they've offended you, and trying to work on taking those offenses less personally. So again, the goal here is not necessarily condoning what the person did or making a reconciliation. Sometimes forgiveness and the act of forgiving somebody, you may not even have a conversation with them about it. Maybe somebody you don't even talk to, but it's somebody that's hurt you in the past and you've been holding on to that hurt. Number 4, get the right perspective on what is happening. And there may not be a right or a wrong perspective, but recognizing that maybe the primary distress is coming from those hurt feelings, those thoughts, the physical upset that you might be suffering, not from what hurt you 2 minutes or 10 years ago. That's a tough one because if you're like me, I can still remember things that happened a long time ago, and it does take work to let go of those things. And it's not just as easy as saying, oh, just let it go. It takes some real soul searching and some time and effort to practice forgiveness. Step number 5, at the moment you feel upset, practice managing those upset feelings by soothing yourself, because your body's maybe in the fight or flight response. When I'm in the middle of an argument with my husband, I probably don't do this often enough to take a moment to just soothe myself. And maybe that's through some deep breathing exercises, or maybe taking a walk outside, whatever is most effective for you. Step number 6. This is a tough one. Give up expecting things from your life or from other people that they do not choose to give you. Remind yourself that you can hope for health, love, friendship, and prosperity, and you can work hard to get them. However, these are unenforceable rules. You will suffer when you demand that these things occur, since you do not have the power to make them happen, right? So demanding things from other people and maybe they don't have the capability or the intentions to do so just sets us up for more hurt. Number 7, put your energy into looking for another way to get your positive goals met than through the experience that has hurt you. So maybe there's a way around it. Maybe instead of putting the energy into ruminating or persevering on what happened, you can put that energy into thinking about what are your bigger term life goals or the meaning that helps give you some perspective. So using your energy that way. Number 8, remember that a well-lived life is your best revenge. So instead of focusing on the wounded part and giving power over to the person that caused you the hurt, looking for the love, beauty, and kindness around you and putting your energy into appreciating those things rather than attending to what you do not have. And number 9 is amend the way you look at your past so you remind yourself of your heroic choice to forgive. It is very much a struggle to forgive people that have hurt us in our lives, and so much easier maybe to hang on to the pain and the resentment. And during this time of coronavirus and social isolation and sickness and distress, it might be even easier to just hold grudges or resentment than to forgive. But we have to remember when all of this is over, how do we want to come out of this? I'm hoping that this tip was helpful for all of you today. Take some time to work on forgiveness. And I hope that you all are well.